All right, hello everybody. I am Coach Steph. I'm here with Coach Felix, and we're going to take you guys through the cool down of the week. So the first position that we have today is the reclined hamstring stretch. So Felix is going to lay down on his back and start with any leg that he'd like. So one leg up towards the ceiling, one leg stays straight on the floor. He's going to grab for whatever he can. So if he's super flexible, maybe you would grab for the toes. Feeling a little tight today, he's going to grab behind the knee or behind the back of the thigh. And here, we're just going to kind of try to rest and breathe as we spend about a minute or so in this position. And each position we're into today is about a minute. And so we're just breathing, feeling the stretch. If you feel the stretch releases a little bit, you can bring your shin a little closer to your face. If not, we just keep it where it is. Just a couple more breaths here. Good. And then we'll just go ahead and switch. Nice and easy. So that leg comes down to the floor. Other leg goes straight up. And a way we can intensify this hamstring stretch is by curling those toes to the shins, and you're going to get a lot more intensity through the back of the leg. If you feel that that's too much, you can just kind of soften that foot and let it just hang out however you want. Good, and we're going to slowly release that. Then we're going to come into pigeon. So Felix is going to come on his hands and knees. We'll start with the right leg, and we'll bring the right shin forward towards that right wrist. And then that left leg is going to kind of scoot back a little bit. And we can stay here, or we can drop down to those forearms if we feel like we've got the space. And the idea with our pigeon is that we're targeting kind of the glutes and the hips. But the other thing is we want to kind of relax the rest of the body. So we try to soften through the shoulders, try to relax the jaw, let the head kind of hang a little bit. And this is one of those positions that if you'd like to hold for longer, great. We'll spend about a minute here, but 2 to 3 minutes is also a great length for holding this pigeon pose. Good, all right. And so Felix is going to switch sides, just going to go back to the hands and knees, and then bring the left shin forward towards the left wrist. This one's tighter, yeah. So you'll find that one side might be tighter than the other, and that's a good opportunity to spend more time on that side. We won't have that for you today, Felix, but maybe a little more time later. And just try to soften the shoulders, the jaw, the neck. Any other place you're holding tension, yes, you'll feel some tension in the hip, but if there's tension in the toes and the fingers, just try to soften as much as you can. Good, all right, and we're going to bring you guys slowly out of that. We're going to go back onto the back, so we're going to swing around, lay back, and we'll extend the left leg on the floor, right knee right into the chest, so hug it in a little bit. Good. And then we're going to send that right knee over to the left for a twist. And the idea here is we're not forcing the twist, we're allowing kind of the heaviness of the body and gravity to softly lower everything towards the floor. And so we just kind of relax and allow the breathing to help open up through this twist. You might find that you're feeling it in the hip, in the lower back, maybe you're tight in the shoulder. Wherever you're feeling this, just breathe. Good, and we'll bring that right knee through center. Give it a little squeeze into the chest, good. And then let's switch the legs. So left leg now comes in, little squeeze, and then send that knee over to the right side. And again, it's just allowing the twist to happen, allowing everything to get heavy towards the floor. All right, and gently bringing that left knee back through center, a little squeeze into the chest. Good. All right, let's go hands and knees now. We're going to go child's pose side stretch. So the goal for where you want to feel this is from kind of armpit down through outer hips. So Felix is going to sit his hips back towards his heels and start with his arms extended out in front. And then we're going to walk the hands over to 2 o'clock, so towards that right side. And it's really the left arm that's going to give you this extra stretch. So reach a little bit more with the left side, left arm, and then sit the left hip towards the heel. Yes. And we're going to get all of that beautiful stretch from the armpit through the side body, maybe even into the lower back. Good. And then he's just going to gently walk his hands through center and then over to the other side. So about 10 o'clock now, he's going to reach. And again, the right arm is the one that gives you that extra long stretch. He's going to reach a little bit more through that arm and sit through those hips towards the heels so that we create a little bit of, extension through the arm and extension through the hip. And you've got this counter length going. Good. And then he's just going to walk those hands back towards the center and come to the hands and knees. Cool. All right. So we're going to go into straddle at the wall. So now we're stand up. We're going to move this mat. We'll just take it to the wall here. And Felix is going to lay down, and his butt's going to be as close to the wall as we can get it. And legs are going to go straight up and then out nice and wide. Okay. And so this is a position that, is very relaxed. You can get your feet really wide, or you can start at a place where the intensity is not too much. And what you'll notice is that over time, those heels will just slowly start to drop, and you'll get a little bit more space and a little bit more width in this position. So we're just going to leave Felix here for a couple minutes. You guys feel free to stay here for a couple minutes. This is a great pose to just close your eyes and breathe through. And so, hope you guys enjoy this cool down of the week, and we'll see you next time.